Good evening. Hey, everybody. I'm just gonna start my stream right now because Andrew and Ksenjia are still finishing up theirs. And I said I'd start at 9 and it's 9:05, so I'm just gonna start. And I see there's some people here, so welcome. It's Saturday night. I'm child-free, so I thought I'm gonna stay up late and have fun on the internet instead of chopping apples. So hi, Kwai Squishes and Nick Barrows. Happy first day of September. I can't believe it's September already. It's ridiculous. I don't know if Chef Disaster is still here, but if he is, hi. And Panic D, hello. I am supposed to have Ksenjia and Pauline and Marie and Trish come join me. I don't really remember how that works, if they have to click on the link and then they just suddenly appear. I've only ever had one guest before, and that was like 2 months ago. So I hope they just suddenly appear because I don't really know what else I'm supposed to do. Oh, we have 52 here and MU Free Music for Your Videos, which is a great channel. You should go check that out and get some free music. And Marie says she did click on the link and she hasn't showed up. So what do I do? Panic, what do I do? I'm gonna copy the link again, and then I'm gonna go to Twitter and I'm going to send you the link again, Marie, and hopefully it works. Okay, Gomes blog, next, and link. All right, hopefully that works. And I hope you have your tie on and you're ready to roll. And Who's Your Back is here, and Susie Channel is here. Susie, you can come on if you want to. You could show everybody how to do a tie with your famous hands. If you want to come on, just let me know. I think we're following each other on Twitter. Scotty Walker, welcome. Was tonight your first night on Pusa's stream, Scotty? Because if so, I think you did awesome and you met lots of new people. So I'm glad you came. Ben, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you're here. Mama Goonie is here. Hello. Did I miss anybody? Instant Rye Play. Congrats on all your stuff. Marie's here.
Marie's here. Hello.
Welcome. You made it.
Hello. Let me just get my, there we are. We're straightened out. Okay.
Get your poop in a group. Where's your tie?
I know, I'm in my pajamas because I was cleaning out the garage today and I was so hot that
Pajama party.
I know. Pajama party. I missed the whole tie thing. Let me move my chair up.
All right, I literally just learned how to tie a tie tonight.
But you look so cute and adorable in your tie.
My husband does not know I have it.
My husband doesn't wear ties either, so I wouldn't even know where I'd find one. He's a painter.
Oh, my husband's an accountant, so he's got lots.
So lots of people in the chat.
Yeah, I'm seeing some more people here. TWG7 is here. Nick's, what's up with the tie? Well, Nick, Ksenjia was wearing a tie, and
hi, Nick.
I was teasing her, so I put on a tie too.
Nick's from Barrow's Family Vlogs. And lots of people I don't know on here. Oh, hi, TWG7. I know you. Well, thanks for inviting me on here. This is fun.
Thanks for coming. I don't know. I don't have any kids this weekend, and my husband's harvesting with his brother, and I didn't want to peel apples anymore. So.
And how old are your kids?
3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Yeah.
And I've seen them on your channel, but I didn't know how old they were. 3 and 4, they're still so cute and little.
They're so
not
little.
Sassy teenagers yet, like mine.
The 4-year-old pretends she is.
Hi, Remy Moore. How are you?
Remy's here. Hi, Remy. Triple G's is here. Wonderful Stories here. Oh
and
my goodness.
Panic Videos.
David D. Revy Quinn. The Beautiful Ladies Show, he called it. I like that title.
Oh, how sweet. I like being on your channel.
Yeah, it's a good ego boost. Susie, are you going to come on? She didn't answer me. And here's Anya. I spent the day with Anya today at Galaxyland, forcing her to go on all the roller coasters and spinny rides.
Oh, how fun. Oh my God. Now what's I'm so confused on the time zone. What time zone are you in?
I'm in Mountain, so it's 9:10 here.
Yeah, I always get confused on the Mountain Standard Time. Hi, MU Music. I always use his music. He's great.
Hi,
I always get confused on the Mountain Standard Time. I got the Eastern and the Pacific down, but I always don't know if it's 2 hours ahead or 1 hour ahead of us.
Yeah, I would go the wrong direction trying to figure out if it's minus an hour or plus an hour.
Right.
Oh, Susie doesn't want to come on. She just wants to use her hands.
Oh, Susie, come on. Maybe Nick will come on. Nick is really great to have on. He's coming on our channel tomorrow night.
Is he?
Hi, David. Yeah, he's got a great channel, and he's got a daughter and a son as well. And oh, there's Pusa Studios.
PSP1. Yes, yes, Ksenjia, invite her on. Do I need to send her the link, or can you share the link with her, Ksenjia? Can you resend me the link? Okay, sorry.
Nick says representing Central Time.
Let's get somebody from every time zone in here.
Right, then we can all go over it and learn all the time zones.
Okay, let me send a link. All right, sorry, I gotta do it for my computer now. Sorry. I will copy this one. And then I will send it to Ksenjia.
So what state is everybody from? I always ask that on my channel. I'm sure you probably hear me ask that all the time because I love to know what state or country everybody's from.
There we go.
I'm always asking about the state and what time. Nick Barrow says it's 10:12 in Texas.
11:12 for TWG7.
Where is TWG7 at? What state are you in? And I'm sorry if you guys tell me and then I always forget because I'm scattered brain. Oh, she's in Florida. Okay.
Eastern time zone, the only legit time zone.
Hoosier back, Indiana, of course. Hoosiers.
Wow, and Scotty Walker, it's 4 a.m. for him. He's in the UK.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Now that's dedication.
Are you up early or staying up late? And Mama Goonies in New Mexico. And Paddock Videos is Northeast Ohio, Youngstown.
Youngstown. Cool.
I always ask this almost every time because if there's new people, plus I forget. And then if there's new people, I just like to, it's just neat the reach of YouTube. I just love it.
Hello.
Hello, you made it.
Hi.
Yes, hi. So where are our ties, ladies?
I know, I'm terrible. I missed that.
Now, your husband must have some ties.
He probably does somewhere, but he's a painter, so in the studio, so he really doesn't wear them. And they don't even wear them at meetings or anything like that when they meet. So, but I'm sure we have one for a wedding or something somewhere. But then I would just have it hanging here. I wouldn't know how to tie it.
Yeah, well, I must say, this is not the, like, I am so bad at tying. Like, this is the one that clips behind, you know, so I must be honest and transparent here. It comes off fairly easy and comes on too, see?
And I missed that it was tie day, educational tie day.
Yeah. It's not actually a day. Well,
no, it's not. Okay.
What's the real day?
It's a day of knowledge.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We were cleaning out our garage today. I was cleaning out the garage when I was watching your live earlier. I kept popping in and out when I was watching it. So
it's a knowledge day, especially in Russia and post-Soviet countries, and actually started to be the same year that I was born, so 1984. And usually why it's a day of knowledge, because everybody starts school at the same time, and 1st of September. Obviously, it's Saturday now, so they're going to start only on Monday. But other than that, if it's a weekday, everybody starts it on the 1st of September. So that's why it's a day of knowledge.
Oh, that makes sense. Thank you for that.
Have your kids gone back to school yet?
Yes. Yeah, they started on the 29th. And our middle son, he just started his first year in high school. So that's interesting. A bit different for him, a bit different for me. And our little one started grade 2.
And what year does your high school start at? Is it 9th or 10th grade, or how do you guys do?
Oh, no, it's a junior high. It's grade 7 here.
Okay, because our junior high is 7th and 8th. It's just 2 years. And then high school is 9, 10, 11, 12. When I was younger, it was 10, 9th was still in junior high. In middle school.
Yeah, I'm not sure because see, I grew up in different countries. So like ours was from 9th to grade 12. Actually, we had 12 years in school instead of 11 as it is here in Quebec. But I'm not sure, but they have to change the schools. Here you only go together till grade 6, and then you have to change school. Like it's in a different place or building, or, you have to change it. You can't really follow from 0, so to say, kindergartens through the years in one place.
Right. Yeah. That's how we go up to 6, and then it's 7th, 8th. And my kid started almost 2 weeks ago. So my son just started close in age to yours. My son just started 10th grade.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and our oldest one is going to turn 21 around Christmas. So that's we're all covering all the bases.
I'm such an old mom. My kids
I'm an old mom. I turned 53 this year.
I'm going to be in my 60s by the time my kids graduate and leave this house.
Yeah, that's how I am going to be. Yeah, I was almost 40 when I had my daughter. So I'm always a late bloomer and everything.
Yeah. But I think it's different for everybody. I'm hoping here to be a young grandmother because I'm hoping that by the time I hit 40, our oldest one is going to have a child. So then I would be like a grandmother before I'm 40, which my Andrew would kill me if he would hear me right now. But, in the next 5 years or so, I think he could have a child. Why not? So I'm hoping for that.
And then my daughter's 13. She just started 8th grade this year. So next year she'll be in the same school as her brother. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, Marty, you have full hands there with the little ones. I think we have forgotten kind of a little bit how it is.
I'm excited because this year they're both going into play school. So I have Monday and Wednesday mornings all to myself.
Oh, nice. My God. Yeah, I remember because I was staying with our youngest one. I was staying at home before she started pre-K. And by the end of her 4th life year, I'm like, oh my God, I just need a break. I just need a break. I need a day or something. As much as I love them, you just need sometimes time away.
Oh, yeah. I clearly remember when he started 2 days a week at the preschool. And I was only putting him in 3 hours, and that 3 hours went so fast.
Yeah.
And then, and he wanted to be there. He didn't want me to pick him up. He was just always so independent. We'd drive by kids and he'd be like, I want to play with kids today. So it was really easy to drop him off, at the daycare. And then he wanted to stay all day. So I was so lucky that my husband was on board with that. So even though I was staying at home with them, I remember it was needed. You need that time, especially when you have 2 of them that are small.
We do the same thing sometimes. Just a day so I can get the house clean and breathe.
And it's good for them. They have fun. They go play with a bunch of kids. They learn stuff.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. That's what it is. I mean, there's only so much drawing and playing dolls I can do, honestly.
Play-Doh. Oh, I got so sick of cleaning up Play-Doh.
Play-Doh, yeah. That's right. But you as a teacher, Marty, at least probably have an arsenal of different games and stuff they can do. I get so after a couple hours, I'm like, what else? What else I can do here? It's just hard to come up with stuff sometimes.
Yeah. And I am so not a teacher. I'm not even good at teaching. I'm terrible at that. I don't have the patience. So for me, it was really good.
Sometimes I'm pretty creative. Like the one day we did that pirate day, and then other days I'm pretty lazy. I just don't. I put on a cartoon.
Yeah, well, who doesn't do that? I mean, that's okay. They also educational.
That's right. Dora the Explorer teaches Spanish too, you know.
That's right. Yes. That's actually how my daughter learned ABCs. It was not me. It was.
Are you okay there?
Is he okay?
Yeah. And my husband is dying here.
You can't do that on the live stream.
No, he's watching. We are both with the headphones because he's watching Douglas Fairchild's stream, which is mostly men, and and I'm here, so that's what.
Andrew, you're wrecking our stream.
Yes.
Right.
I'm gonna call 911.
Sorry.
Okay, no,
Hello.
Oh,
Oh, you guys are so cute. You guys are so fun.
I know. I love watching it. I wish my husband would stream with me. He's way more funnier than I am.
Oh, my husband is too. My husband is too. So, but after, like I was telling you today, we have a ton of stuff going on at our house because we a few months ago had a flood, so we were doing all this construction inside, and then now we're almost wrapped up on that, almost. But it made us realize how much junk we have because they had to move us out. And I think they gave us back twice as much stuff. So we're like, we need to clean out the garage. So we got this big dumpster from the trash company that put it in our front yard. And so that's where we're trying to go out there. And I have to be out there because he'll throw out everything of mine. Like earlier today, he packed up a bunch of stuff without me. And I get to the Goodwill and I'm like, you're throwing out all my stuff. So anyways, I had to be out there with him cleaning it all out. And now he's just like chilling, having a beer, watching, I don't know what.
Andrew does the same thing. I used to be such a pack rat, you know, like this is like one of those. If you didn't know about me, okay, because I come from again from post-Soviet country, and we at times didn't have a lot, like, you know, you probably know about all the lineups for produce and food and stamps and all that. So my mother was always saving everything, you know. She wasn't a hoarder, but like, you know, things that you might need or stuff like that. So obviously it was in my blood, basically not to throw anything unless it's completely broken or completely not needed. And, you know, when I came here, it was hard because he likes very clean and clear, like not like IKEA catalog, but kind of like that, you know. And with me packing everything basically and saving everything was really hard. But I have learned now to throw out stuff. It's hard by times, but I find it gives breathing space because we moved probably 5 times in the last 10 years, and I wouldn't imagine how much stuff do I have if it wouldn't have to be moving, because when you have to pile up everything in a moving van, that's when you finally see how much stuff you have and how much stuff that you don't need you have. And I think that's what probably kind of cured in a way. I'm not fully there yet, but so comparing to how I came here, I'm definitely getting rid of a lot of things.
Yeah. Moving, that's one thing about moving a lot for or just moving in general. We've been here almost 25 years. So it's a lot of stuff we've accumulated. And we're both not good. Like neither one of us are, you know, usually somebody is the person who likes to get rid of stuff. Neither one of us do. We're not like pack rats. It's just like we just leave it though and just don't throw it out, you know?
Yeah.
Like he would have like 100 hats and I'd be like yelling at him about his 100 hats, and then he'll find something of mine, but I'm like going, you know, anyway. So finally we're like both on board right now because of that was the one benefit of having a water pipe break in our house, you know? And so we're both trying to get rid of stuff. And I do have a lot more sentimental value to stuff. He just doesn't throw things out. But I'm like, there's some stuff I'm attached to, you know, I'm like, you know, so-and-so gave me this, not with us anymore. So I'm getting back.
I think women in general, I think, tend to be more of that. They have more emotional value, you know, to a stone and a piece of paper. And like, you know, I might exaggerate, but kind of like it is like that, you know,
right.
I find.
Oh, yeah. My daughter's drawing, you know, it's like, oh, this is when she drew this. And he doesn't.
It's so
like,
hard. It's so hard. I have like 3 bags now sitting that I've piled up with their drawings and stuff. And I'm planning to take pictures of it so I can get rid of the 3 bags of it. But I can't get to do it. Marty, what do you do with all the stuff that
I am just laughing because I'm so the opposite of you two. I'm evil when it comes to throwing stuff out.
I need a little bit of that. I need
to put it on the fridge for a day, and then I'm like, okay, done. And then I throw it in the garbage.
That's good.
But I mean, they're 3 and 4. It's not like it's like smushed up paint that looks brown because they've mixed it so much. So it's not like precious. But
no, but you know,
I
it's like
some of that stuff.
First house, first painting, first crayon drawing, first with pencils, and oh my God, she wrote the first letter there, and then there's a second one, and oh my God, 3 bags later, what do you do with all that?
Oh, I love donating stuff.
I have a clear folder for every year of their school. Like, so I do try, like, not anymore now that they're in junior high school. That's one good thing about junior high and high school. But through elementary school, I have 6 folders for each of them. And whatever I could fit in those folders of their drawings and report cards and stuff. And they're probably going to throw it out when they get older.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. But on the other hand, like I'm reading Kat here saying, I had box of wires just in case you needed. He threw it out. A week later, we needed a wire. Cost him $75. Well, right. Yes, but maybe you didn't need it 10 years before that. And that's what Andrew tried to teach me. Well, fine. Yes, you might need it, but it might pass another 10 years before you need it. Is it worse to keep the space? No, but at the same time, it is hard. I think realizing that I can give stuff to Goodwill helps me a lot to get rid of stuff of my personal stuff. And I do constantly all the time. I just have a bag where I throw stuff as I go and it piles up and we bring it over. But for things that I can't donate, like, for example, the kids' drawings, I have a hard time doing it, you know?
We used to have garage sales a long time ago. In our area, they would allow us to have a garage sale once a month. Did you guys ever have garage sales, either one of you?
I had one a month ago.
Yes, that's right. I remember you getting prepared.
I am the queen of getting rid of crap. I hate crap in my house.
That's so good. I need you over here. How much do you charge?
You know what? I actually started thinking about doing an organizing business. I actually took some courses from the Professional Organizers of Canada school.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, I'm so hungry.
Okay, we were all ears now. What are the tips? What we should do?
Baskets, labels, and throw out all the crap.
What is a crap?
Crap. Garbage, stuff that doesn't work, stuff that's broken, stuff that you have doubles of, something you haven't used in 5 years. Just get rid of it.
Right. I was always told if you haven't, like in clothes, if you haven't worn it in a year, get rid of it. Do you go by that?
Yeah, because I saved all my clothes because I've been getting fatter and fatter every year. And I was like, someday I'll fit into those again. And then I found that I'm never going to fit into those. And I looked at them and I'm like, even if I could fit into these clothes, they're out of style. And a lot of them were too, like, I called them bar star clothes. I'll never wear them again. So I just got rid of everything.
Yeah, I was keeping a lot of stuff too, thinking, oh, I'll lose weight. But I keep going in the other direction too. So I finally got rid of it all. And some of the stuff I kept so long. It was so long. Hi, No Salt.
Yeah, sorry. I haven't even looked at the chat. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. She was saying hi to me, so I just want to say hi back. And
it's hard to keep an eye on it when you're a guest.
Lulu's from Nova Scotia. She says, I kept everything. I saw that you were from Nova Scotia. I want to visit there so bad.
Oh, we want to move to Halifax one day. I love that town. Yeah, and you know what realized again too about that, 2 things was, one was also, I think what helped me more with packing is when my mom passed away, I had to pack everything that was in the apartment or condo that I grew up into, everything in 1 week's time, and either get rid of it, take it, or, you know, I couldn't really take it with me to Canada. That was like 7,000 kilometers away. So I had a week to decide what to keep, what not, and I had to clean it out completely. And I think that made me realize how much stuff do we actually keep that nobody else is going to keep afterwards. And it's like I love my mother to pieces, so it's not like I wanted to get rid of stuff, but you know, I can't take it with me to Canada. There's only so much stuff of emotional value that I can keep with somebody to keep while I can, you know, slowly transferring it over, and then the rest of the stuff you have to give away or throw out. And you know, I think that because I had to do it in such a short period of time, it kind of made me think more of, well, what really do we need, you know? And for the stuff that might be emotional for one person, it might not have any emotional value to another one. So what I did, the stuff that was emotional value, I actually put the stickers with descriptions in English in case something happens to me, for example, Andrew or my kids that would go over, they would know what it means, you know. For them, my mother's picture of something, you know, or like anything could not be, it doesn't mean anything for them, although for me it might be something huge, right? So what's the point of keeping it if the next generation is just going to throw it in the garbage because they're not going to know what is it? So that's what I started to do, is put stickers. And even on my stuff now, if it has some bigger value, I put descriptions like on the back or something. So
that's a good idea.
Then there's meaning attached to it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like with the house here this summer too was the same thing. Like, you know, there's so many things, but, and you don't know, maybe a person was holding to it for 70 years, you know, but you don't know, because for you, it's, you know, it's just a book, or like, I don't know, grandma's recipe book. How do you know? How is your child, if you don't, you know, or grandchild gonna know that it's your grandma's recipe book? Right. So that's what I find for me useful for keepsake items.
That's a really good idea. Tim just lost his mom a couple weeks ago, and
oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was really, really sad. But you just made me think about that, because she does have cookbooks that she gave me. I need to write that, put stuff on there and make sure that they know that.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah. But again, it was emotional stuff. I still don't know what to do with those drawings, Marty.
Well, TWG7 said she made an email account for all her kids, and she takes a photo of their drawings and their art, and then she'll just email it so that when they're older, she'll give them the password to their email, and they'll open it up and it'll have all this stuff inside. I love that idea.
I love that too. That's amazing. That makes me think of Google Photos, because that way, if you attach it to your email, it just automatically will upload there and create a gallery of it. Kat, thank you so much. I love it. Yes, I'll do that. Perfect.
You can even do that with, like, because I never know what to do with cards, like birthday cards and stuff.
Yes.
I always just check them, but I like the idea of taking a picture of the message and then saving that. And then all these people that loved these kids when they were younger, they have those messages.
That's another good idea, because I never know what to do with those either. I used to keep them in like shoe boxes and stuff, and then I stopped because it was,
nobody ever reads them again. Like, let's be honest.
Right. What else?
That's a very good idea.
You guys are teaching me so much on here.
Maybe somebody in the chat else have some ideas of. I love it, Kat. Thank you so much. I will do that definitely. Love it. And Andrew's gonna thank you forever for this. Get rid of those 3 bags. Anybody else have any ideas there? Please shoot it up. We'd love to hear anything.
Lulu says no one should ever part with craft supplies. Golden rule.
Just get to like the stream. You guys can like it and share it.
Yes, I shared out the stream. I hope you guys shared it too. Hit the like button. Make sure.
What happened to Pauline and Trish?
I don't know. Did you send them the links?
I did, yeah.
Nick Barrow says, I like my crap. I'm keeping it.
Okay, let me find Trish here.
My crap. That's all right if you have a big house.
Right.
Yeah, well, just think about people that will have to get rid of it after.
You guys have to go see George Carlin a long time ago, many years ago. I don't know why. It just struck me so funny that I remember it. Like, this is like 20 or 30 years later. He did a video about stuff. And it's just hilarious. It's hilarious because he just talks about stuff and how we just need bigger houses for our stuff. But you got to go watch it. I can't say it. I'm not a funny person. But go find his video. It's George Carlin. And I think it's just called like About Stuff.
Stuff.
It's really funny.
About stuff. Okay, I'll check that out. Okay, I'm messaging Trish here.
Magic Melody. I just have so many animals to take care of. I need someone to take care of going through my stuff. Yeah, that's where you get those professional organizers to come in and. But
I would love to. Imagine you could open a whole new channel about it, Marty.
Did you guys see what Instant Replay wrote?
No, can you read it out to me? What is it? Sorry, I gotta open it up because I'm trying to Twitter to
I once regifted a card to my husband from a previous year. He didn't even notice.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's another good subject too. What do you guys think about regifting things?
I'm always afraid I'm going to get caught. So I never do. I'm always afraid. So if I do give it to somebody, I just give it to somebody and with another gift, and I'll be like, you know, because I'm always, my memory is so terrible about things like that. I will give it probably to the person who gave it to me.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm just scared I'm going to give it back to the same person and really offend them.
Yeah, no, I haven't done that either. I think it's more because I love picking out the gifts. Like I love putting thought into the gifting process. So you know yeah, like I love the process of picking out stuff and putting the thought into wrapping and all that. So if I would just regift it, that I would lose that. So I think that's why the reason I don't do that.
Yeah. So I like to do you want this? And I just say where it came from. I will reuse bags though, bags and bows.
Yeah.
Yes.
And tissue paper.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I'm the same way. We go shopping, my whole family does, and we usually get lists from people, like we want to know what they like, and we'll like go shopping for whatever's on their list. So we'll try really hard to find them what they want. So yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
How do you guys decide what to give kids for Christmas? Or what do you do for Christmas?
My kids already told me what they want for Christmas, so
They already know.
We're good to go. My daughter wants a bunk bed.
Ooh, cool. Was she brave enough to sleep upstairs? Oh, like upstairs?
Oh yeah, when we went to Port Renfrew in BC this May, we stayed in a cabin and it had bunk beds, and so she stayed on the top and Parker stayed on the bottom, and they loved it. So she's been asking ever since.
Oh, okay.
We have really tiny rooms in our house, so her room always looks messy, and it's just because it's got so much stuff in it. So if we had a bunk bed, that would open up a lot of space. So we already decided that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, definitely. So that's what you usually do. You ask them what they want, and that's what you get.
Yeah, and then we build it up. Like she has to ask Santa, and she has to be good, and then it works as bribery all year. It's really good.
It does.
Oh my God.
We try to get a few things on the list, and so they don't quite know what on the list they're going to be getting. Mm-hmm. And then they make a list for their aunts and uncles. And so, yeah, we try to base off their list too. But Ian's really hard because he'll like have 2 or 3 things. Most are gift cards. And Anna will just keep adding to the list and adding to the list and adding to it. So she kind of will never wind up knowing what she ends up with from aunts, uncles, Santa, or us or anything, because she gets such a big list. But Ian's hard. He's getting hard now as a teenage boy.
Yes, that's I think the hardest part for teenage boys. For girl, I don't know. It may be because we are not boys, but it's for girls. It's like, oh yeah, oh my God, there's 1,000 things. But for boys, like I don't know. It's so hard. I'm lucky with our son. He's reading, so books is always a good choice. Like he probably could have just books and would be happy. But if you get a non-reader, I don't know what I would do. Like I'm so lost.
Right. And see, my daughter likes to read too. So on top of clothes and lotions and being a teenager, and you know, her list is long, and she loves books too. And Ian he used to be a good reader, but he's become a non-reader. Mm. And it's like concert shirts or gift cards.
Yeah. Well, they do grow out of it, I guess, too.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm in like the golden years right now where I can just buy them dollar store packs of Play-Doh and they'll be like, yeah. So
oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's such
now.
a fun age. That's such a fun age.
I've seen there was somebody, I just lost it. Nick Barrow says they don't do Santa. They only observe it traditionally. And since their kids don't see any commercials or anything like that, they don't really ask for anything because they don't know what to ask for. It's interesting. Very interesting. How old are your kids?
Because they're little.
How long can you keep them like that?
I know.
Yeah,
and I don't think they don't do you don't do cell phones either, I think, right? Nick, for the kids, like we gave my kids cell phones way too young.
Yeah, that's interesting too, because our son, he never asked, but I'm starting to think if he would need it or not. Does your 13-year-old have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my kids got, and I can tell you, I'm sharing this as a failed mom here on this, but my kids were young. I think they were like 6 and 7 when they got the, not cell phones, but the hand-me-down cell phones for just like the music and, you know, and we thought that'd be good. If we're at a restaurant, we could actually like talk and they could play games. But in the long run, I have to say it was a big mistake, because then I think they got cell phones only a couple of years after that, or iPads. I think it was iPads. And I don't know. I just feel like they got too addicted to them. So I kind of wish I would have been more actually like Nick, probably just waited on all that stuff. I don't know if there was any way around it.
Marty, what are you planning?
I would like to not have to give them cell phones, but I don't know. That's like so far away. I haven't even really thought about it.
They might have something else by the time they are teenagers. They might have something implanted already or something.
Well, have you seen there's something now that there's some sort of like ring thing that you can put on your palm, and if you squish it down, it does like a keypad on your wrist, and you can have like an iPhone just glowing on your arm.
Oh my gosh.
You can like beep, beep, beep on your arm, and I saw it on a TED Talk. Yeah.
Wow, I haven't even heard of that. No.
Like you might not even need phones in the future. You'll just have this glowing thing on your arm, and I don't know.
Wow, that sounds crazy.
See, my kids, their whole school had phones young. They were just really young. And now I get to the point too where I'm like, you know, I want to take their phone away, but then I always give it back to them because I don't want them, you know, my son walking to my daughter's school without a phone. You know, my husband's always like, what? We did it when we were kids. And I'm always like, no, he might need it. If there's, he's like, how far is it to walk to her school?
Well, yeah, well, that's the thing too. That's what I was trying to keep in mind too. Like, well, you know, we didn't have all those things when we were smaller, and we still survived, so to say. You know,
right.
But I don't know. I'm kind of still thinking. I don't know. He's not asking for it, but maybe it's time. I don't know. Not sure. Not there yet. And it's always, you know, then it's more consequences if they lose it or break it. You know. And then it's kind of putting another thing that can go wrong, so to say. Do they really need it for communication? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Both my kids have broken their phones, and thank God we had insurance to replace them. My son actually has jumped in a pool twice with a phone. And you know what was interesting about the phones too is he had, I don't know, this was years ago, so it was whatever, close to whatever phone. We never get them the expensive phones, but it's usually a hand-me-down. But I think his at that point was like a 4 or 5, and he jumped in the pool, died immediately, no restoration. Then later on, we got him one of those like Go phones. It was like $40. That one went through the washing machine, soap and water, rinse cycle, everything in the washing machine came out working.
Oh my God!
Wow.
You never know.
I dropped my phone in the toilet for a millisecond, and it totally died.
Yeah. And his $40 Go phone went through an entire wash cycle and came out working.
Well, there you go. Buy the $40 one then.
Yeah,
that's what I say, right? He has something. He saved up his own money, so now he's got a sick. But he actually saved up his own money and got it.
Okay, well, yeah, that's a more responsibility, I guess, into it then. So.
And then it broke, but we had the insurance, so they did replace it.
Oh, what do you guys in the chat think about phones and kids? What about that?
And Nick earlier had said his kids were 3 and 6.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Benjamin Chavez is my 11-year-old wants a secondhand cell phone to use as wireless device for internet and mostly the camera to record her own videos. I think it would be a good present for her.
Yeah. No, definitely. Like, you see, our kids, they have like our smaller one have a tablet, and the laptop now, and the biggest one just a laptop for school as well. So that way, kind of it's covered. The phone would be more for communication, and I just don't know. I'm not really sure if it's okay to bring it to school and stuff like that. You know.
See, I'm one of those moms too that I have the little tracker, so I can see now. You know, now that they're older and they're walking, my kids are like, we can't do anything. You know, they hear my stories from when I was a kid. You know, my wild stories. I was not like I was kind of a wild child, and they're like, no, you know, you had all the fun. And I'm like, well, that's just it. I know what I did. I know what I was capable of. You guys aren't doing that.
Exactly.
So I have to, when they go places, I can see the tracker, and then periodically I might, I try not to, but sometimes if I'm worried or I just want to know what's up, I'll call on the FaceTime, and he knows he needs to answer it when I call on the FaceTime. I don't do it a lot. I don't want to ruin his, you know, his fun and stuff like that. But like if he's hanging out at the mall with kids, I do want to know who he's with. So, so sometimes I'll do that. I'm terrible, right?
No, I think it's normal. I did watch, I don't know if you guys have seen, I think it's Netflix special, was Black Mirrors.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them.
Well, one of the series was about tracking device in the daughter. Have you seen that episode?
No,
I didn't see that.
It kind of was an extreme version of phone tracker. Basically, it was like when she was a child, it was a tracker in her head because she got very like lost and anxious. So her mother, they were trying to help her. It was part of a testing trial. Well, she also had this tablet that basically she could see through her daughter's eyes what she was doing.
Wow.
And it caused some problems, so she hid it away. Well, now past times, and she's like 16 or 17 now, and with all the, you know, wild stuff going on, and she can't find her. She calls her, she doesn't answer, so she remembers this tablet in the attic, and she goes and starts to checking out what is she doing. And that's so crazy because she could actually see what her daughter is doing through her eyes, you know. You know, they're making out with a guy, and she could see it's awful. Like, how can you, like, I don't know, like
there's certain things a parent shouldn't see about this.
Right.
Exactly. You know, that's the whole thought of tracking or you know, controlling, so to say. And
yeah,
check that out. Check that out. It's really
I'll have to check that out. I mean, like, I like to see on the map, but I don't want to hear all the conversations.
No.
You know?
It's like, thank you, you know?
Yeah. I like, you know, we talk about things. I do like to keep open communication, but they're becoming teenagers, so I'm not hearing as much as I used to. You know, when they're little kids, they tell you everything. Like, nighttime, you go to bed, and my daughter would start telling me the whole day just so she didn't have to go to sleep. And, but now I don't get as much. I have to kind of pull stuff out.
Yeah, that's true too.
I just think about when I was a kid. I'm really glad I didn't have a cell phone or anything like that, like to take pictures and videos all the time, because I was a bit of an idiot, and I'm glad none of that was documented.
Right? That's how
thanks God. My goodness. I don't know. Like, I
don't know how some of these kids are going to get like jobs in the future, because every dumb thing they've done is online.
Right?
That's true.
I constantly have to tell my kids that. I mean, that could be a whole topic itself, but every day I'm like, you know, be careful what you're texting, be careful what you're typing, because number one, you can't take it back once it's texted. And I'm always telling them that when they do go off, you know, it was different when we were kids. You know, we didn't have people videotaping everything. And, you know, so I stress that about sharing pictures, texting, and all that stuff. It's just different.
I know, and I sometimes think about it, you know, and I don't think that they do less, but still the possibility that anything can be documented even without your knowledge,
right?
And put it out there. I mean, you know, one thing if you do a stupid thing and then purposely put it on, well, it's stupid, and yes, but then there's lots of things that can be taken pictures or videos of, or recorded your voice or anything like that, and can be used against you even without your knowledge. And that's the part that I'm thinking is really scary. And I thank God we didn't have it, you know, when we were growing up.
For sure. For sure.
By the way, did you know that Marty here was a in a band that warmed out up Nickelback?
No.
Yeah, she's hiding this pretty well.
Tell us.
Well, Nickelback's from my hometown, and they were just a few years older than us, and I was in a band in high school, and Nickelback was I don't even know if they had their first album out yet, but they were just doing some shows around town. So we opened for the band that opened for the band. So we didn't come on right.
That's pretty cool.
Well, you still were warming them up. You were still in the warm up. Don't
they paid us $300.
What a cool mom your kids have. So what did you play?
We mostly cover songs. We did a lot of Hole and what were they called? Lit was another band we did covers of, like just 90s stuff. And then we tried writing some of our own songs. They weren't very good. But we had one song called, I don't know if I can swear on my own stream, but it was called Super Bitch. And we did a show. We did a show for a 4-H show. Like, I don't know if you know what 4-H is.
No, what is it?
Here in Alberta, it's like kids get together in this club and they raise cows or they raise sheep, or they do drawing classes or wood burning classes or whatever. It's like an after school club. And they were having an award show. And so all their grandparents were there and their aunts and uncles, and they asked us to play this award show. And we decided to play our song, Super Bitch, in front of everybody's grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles. And
how'd that go over?
They didn't ask us back ever again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
Like I said, I was not the brightest kid growing up. I had poor
Neither was I, trust me. Sometimes I look back on things I did, even now, even at 53, and I'm just thinking, I think my kids are so much better off than I was. I didn't have much parental guidance.
Oh, I had great parents. My parents, too hard to be cool. They
weren't bad. They just not. It's like, could you have given me a little bit of advice on some of these subjects? I guess they just assumed we were smarter than we were.
Yeah. I'm hoping I can teach my kids through my mistakes.
Right. That's exactly what I try to do. But that sounds awesome. I mean, that's what. Now, did you sing or did you play an instrument in your band?
I was lead singer and I played bass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. I was in a band with my dad first. Just me and my dad jamming in the basement. We called ourselves the Dented Heads. And then I ditched my dad for my high school band, and I still feel guilty about it to this day.
Aww. Do you think you'll ever pick it back up again?
Well, my bass is downstairs. I still play it every now and then. When I was teaching junior high a few years ago, there were some boys that wanted to start a band, and they couldn't find a bass player, so they asked me. So I was in this band with these 14-year-olds, and then they found a bass player, and they kicked me out. So.
Oh, no.
Kat, did you hear that? TWG7, she's starting her music jamming live streams once a month. Maybe you should take part, Marty.
Oh, I'd have to practice up.
My son's trying to put together a band.
Oh.
But we're in California, so you're a little far.
Yeah. It's good. I would encourage it because it really does. It keeps them out of trouble, because once we started our band, like, we practiced 3 times a week, and then we try and do shows on the weekend, and it kept us away from going to parties and stuff. So
yeah, he plays the electric guitar, but with his band he sings. It's funny because he plays electric guitar at home, and he even took lessons for electric guitar, but he only sings. He won't pick up the guitar and the singing on stage, but he's a really good singer.
It took me a while to do it. I had to really get good at the bass before I had the confidence to sing at the same time.
Yeah.
I must imagine it's really hard to be able to do both things at the same time.
Right. And that's what I think maybe one day he will, but he doesn't have the confidence to do both yet. But I just recently learned before he was taking singing lessons, and they were teaching him more like pop. And then I put him in singing lessons with this place called School of Rock, and I never went into the lesson, whereas before I always went in. And then I showed up at their recital, which was an AC/DC tribute, and it was the first time I heard him singing an AC/DC song instead of like a pop song. And I found out that's his thing, that he really loved it, giving him that little bit of room to find what he likes. And it's like, it was Let There Be Rock. And I don't know if you know that song. It's like really a deep, grungy, gritty voice. And I was like, my husband and I both looked at each other like, did you know? Like, and I almost like had tears. I was so happy for him to, you know what I mean? It was so different. I can't explain it. It was so good, but it was cool. So.
Just a cool moment learning something new about your child.
Right? Kind of like that, you know? It's like, so that's what he likes now. He's not in the pop stuff anymore. He's not a Disney kid anymore. He's into the rock.
There, TWG7 is going to start a band with her son. Her son's a drummer.
Oh, that's interesting.
She didn't. She said that she wished they would start a band together.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because Kat is singing. She has a she's singing with a Smule app. I don't know if you guys know that. Yeah. So that'd be cool, Kat. A Christmas concert. Yes, Grandma. I hope you don't mind I call you like that. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat here.
I have no
dead. Oh, and Pauline said something came up, so she can't come, but she'll try to come again at a different time.
Yes. Now, what are your plans for your live streams, Marty?
I'm gonna have to start switching them to the evening, I think, because now that school's on, Fridays is the day that I teach, so I'm gonna have to pick a night.
You're still teaching? I thought you're off.
I'm subbing. So
okay.
Since the kids are at school Mondays and Wednesdays, I can sub on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, which will wreck my live streams. But I think the evenings would be better anyways. Nobody could come on Fridays at noon.
Yeah, it was getting really busy. There was a lot of live streams. I think that's why. That's what I'm guessing. Because mine were really low, too. Like, I would be lucky if I got 4 or 5 people on. Except for some reason this last Friday when, it's funny because that's when you had mentioned that you weren't doing a live Friday. And then I went on. I don't know why, but they got a little bit better turnout. But normally it's not. There's just so many people, I think, live streaming Fridays.
Well, and also people work. So I know like the bottle caps would come in, but he'd be at work, so he'd spend his lunch break, which made me feel kind of guilty.
Yeah, you get people kind of passing through from work, which is really nice. It's kind of cool.
These stupid cats are just in and out. It's driving me crazy.
What is your most audience? Like where do they come from?
Lots of them from BC for me. Like I don't know.
So what day do you think you might go on live? Or what time?
I have no idea. I have to find out. My kids are going to go into skating lessons, so I have to find out what night that is. And I have a friend that wants me to do adult hip-hop dance class with her.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Oh, I don't know. I can't dance. But if I do that, then that's another weeknight that I can't do live streams, so I don't know. Right. Might be like Sunday morning coffee. I don't know.
Yeah, probably would be better. Yeah. I would assume.
Well, I don't want to do them when you're on, Ksenjia, because you guys have like 215 people, so no one's going to come to mine.
Today you guys did really great. What did you end up on?
139 was our record today. Mind-blowing.
Awesome.
Yes, but I think we finished with 60-something. I forget now. I don't look at the numbers all the time. When they're growing like up over 100, then I kind of like, oh my god. But otherwise, I don't look at it all the time. So I gotta check that out. That was awesome today. Yeah. We're going back to our regular schedule, so we're gonna be back in 6 times a week. You know, we were thinking of changing it instead of 8 to 10, but I mean, you know how we always go past 10 anyway. So we were thinking of switching it to 7 maybe, but so I'm not sure. But we're going to be back as we were to a regular schedule.
That was 6 to 8? My time, yeah. 6 to 8.
What are you, 2-hour difference, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it would be 6 to 8.
Because you guys would go 8, is it 8 to 10? Your time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you know, it usually went to 11 anyway, so 8 to 11 I would count it. So that's what our thought is. We're definitely going back to 6 times a week. I just don't know if it's from 7 or from 8 yet.
That's a lot, 6 times a week.
Yeah, well, that's what we were doing last year. It was season 1, and we that's what we were doing Monday to Monday to Saturday. Yeah, Monday to Saturday.
And you spend out for you guys.
Yeah, and Sunday was a family day, so to say. But yeah, so Monday to Saturday we were from 8 to 11, and we had guests every night, except from Tuesday Tech Talk. Except for Tuesdays, every night's for guests. So. But I'm excited to get back. It's a lot of hours.
That's a lot. I feel like 2's a lot for us.
It is, but you kind of get into, I think after a while, kind of get into the schedule of things. You kind of have your way of preparing for it and getting stuff done in the morning. But it is a lot of like work schedule, so to say.
Andrew.
You guys are so natural though at it.
Did you just have a stream watching Andrew watch a stream?
I know. Let's just watch him.
Oh Jesus! All right.
He's watching this guy that is he's laughing all the way through his live streams. And basically what he does is he's taking care of his elderly mother, and she's sick, and basically he's right beside him in her bed. She's not really moving out of it too much, and when she falls asleep in the evening, he live streams. Very sweet. But he is laughing all the way through it. Like you would never guess what he actually does.
I think she was there that night. The guy that holds the cookies in the stream. I think he came with us. Didn't you, Marty?
The guy that's holding cookies? What?
Yeah, he's like a cookie monster.
Oh no.
18+ cookie monster.
I'll send you a link after. Oh my god.
No, has a question in the Wounded Moose.
Wounded Moose. Hi, I'm new to YouTube. Do you have any advice for newbie? Wounded Moose, you're doing awesome. Your channel's hilarious.
Yes.
I subscribe to that channel.
I don't know. Just keep doing what you're doing. Your content is awesome.
Exactly. Moose, you have such a funny stuff on there. It's, unbelievable stuff.
Do you promote on Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn? Because that's something you could do to grow your channel, is to promote it outside of YouTube. But keep doing what you're doing.
Right. And that's why I hear a lot of people that get frustrated. That's why I was talking about that on my last live social media, because I just heard some people that were really frustrated that have great channels, and you want to just be consistent, be you. And I hear a lot of people that want to change their channel, but I feel like that's exactly what you just said. It's just, you have great stuff, just got to have people see it. So grow your social media.
Yeah, sorry, Marty.
Sorry, if you're going to change your channel really drastically, so like say I'm doing travel, say I suddenly wanted to do family vlogs with the kids about school and making lunches and stuff, I would just make a new channel. I wouldn't rebrand down the rabbit hole, because I would lose all the subscribers that I have now, I think.
Or you can even do something separate and have like a playlist or something. I don't know, like maybe dedicate a little bit of time. But yeah, I wouldn't rechange the whole channel and have it on there now.
You both guys are doing really well on Twitter.
Yeah. I've had Twitter since Twitter was born. So
yeah, I think I started mine in 2013 or 14, somewhere around there. And I don't, it's funny because my Twitter has changed a lot. When I first started Twitter, I don't know what I was doing, because I was just on Facebook. I had mentioned the other day, I just joined everything, but I was trying to get in shape. So I was, at that point, I just quit my corporate job. I was trying to run. So I got in like this group of these runners at the time, and I was a lot less weight. Now I got to get back into that group of runners now. So, and so I don't know, these runners kind of like really supported each other. And that's how it started to grow, is just getting in a group of people and chatting with them. And it just naturally started growing fairly fast. But it's funny because I don't even talk to my runner friends on there at all anymore for years now. And I went in another direction. and completely now with YouTube. And and writing. I was writing a book for a while, not on YouTube. So then I got in a group of writers, and they all started supporting each other and following. And I'm still friends with some of them on there. And then YouTube. So I've gone in these little pockets of people and acquired new friends that way. And I think it's just posting a lot, talking with people, and finding people that you like and following them. And it's not, and like, I don't just, when I follow somebody, I try not to just follow them. I try to follow them and then talk to them, get to know them. And with YouTube, I try to send out a little message of what I do. I don't try not to make a message that's spammy. I want to just tell them about myself. And if they want to follow, they follow. So I do also send direct messages for my channel.
I find with Twitter too, my mistake at the beginning was I just used it to put out my links to because I used it for my blog originally before I was YouTubing. And I would just post the link to my newest blog post and then the link to my newest blog post and then just over and over. And so I wasn't really networking. But once I started actually having conversations, like Twitter can be just used to be like, spilt coffee on my shirt. Oh, what a horrible day. And people will start talking. And then you meet people that way instead of just self-promoting the whole time.
Right. Which I've been doing a lot of that lately. It's been terrible. I do try to retweet and support other people, but I've kind of not been doing like what you're saying. And it's so true because that's how I started growing. It was talking on there.
Just like one little insignificant kind of funny comment and then have a conversation around it. People will appreciate that more, I think.
Yeah, that's what they say is 30-70 is, 30% of your own content and 30% of somebody else's in general in advertising. By the way, Touring Taste Buds is in, and they have I think 14,000 followers on Twitter or something.
Hi, Touring Taste Buds.
They're like the king and queen of Twitter.
Yeah, so
they got a great channel.
They definitely know everything about it for sure. I think I have to start putting more like the small stuff, as you're saying, like spilled coffee and stuff like that. I kind of more like putting even the stuff that I put about other people is still about YouTube or whatever their content and less about that. But yeah, I guess I should be doing more.
Yeah.
I don't know if you. Sorry,
I don't do a lot of activity because the first people that I connected with on there, I don't. Because my Twitter has changed so much, like I have almost 3,000 people on there, but I don't get very much activity on there because I'm not talking about running. So the runner people, they're not going to like my stuff. I don't talk a lot about writing. So my people that I connect with from writing aren't going to like my stuff. So I think it's also like, try to stay like you're saying, personal about you. And so when I'm tweeting out like my YouTube stuff, I don't feel like I get doesn't get a lot of traction.
What about you, Marty?
Yeah, I don't get very many like retweets and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Twitter's it's a weird world because people use it a lot for advertisement, I think. Mm-hmm. It's not that personal. I don't know.
The one thing that too is I think a lot of people don't like your stuff, but when the videos will still get views. It's just like Facebook, I think. Like if you have a Facebook public page or even a private page, do you ever you post your videos and no one likes it or one or two people like it, but when you look in your analytics, you're like getting all these views on it because a lot of people will still sometimes look at your stuff or read it, but they don't comment or like it or engage in it.
Yeah, I like Twitter recently put that not analytics, the impressions chart.
Yes.
And I find that helpful because I didn't realize I was getting that many impressions on stuff because I thought nobody was looking at it.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's definitely useful. Yeah, definitely. Touring Taste Buds here too, saying that traction is tough. Definitely. I kind of separated still. Our Twitter is more connected to our YouTube channel. Like it's mostly stuff about YouTube. Sometimes some odd stuff, but mostly that. Like Instagram, I have 95% is my photography, and maybe sometimes there's some mention about live stream in stories and stuff. I never post any in the feed. And then Facebook is kind of mishmash of both worlds, so to say. So that's why it's kind of things because it is a business and a channel at the same time. You know, I don't feel like I want to flood necessarily Facebook with all the live stream, for example, shares, and the same with Instagram. So sometimes I think, should I be making like a separate Instagram account, for example, that would be only about like live streams or whatever we do on YouTube, so it doesn't mix up together with my photography. So that's also a question, you know.
What do you guys think about I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm horrible with Instagram. I need to do better with that.
I'm like you too. I'm not very good at. It takes a little more, I think, because posting the pictures and I don't know why. I'm terrible at it. But what do you guys think about Facebook, the videos? I read in one of the YouTube groups I'm in, some people that received letters, and this is to everybody in the chat too, if any of you've gotten this. Some people that got letters from Facebook offering money to buy like 6 months of their videos from YouTube to start posting them on Facebook. So I haven't read the article yet. I don't know anything about it, but have you guys read anything about that or heard about Facebook starting to try to promote videos on there?
I know they don't like to have you leave their platform. So if you put your YouTube link, they're not going to promote it as much because you're going to go out of Facebook if you click on it.
But about them buying these videos, it sounds like they're getting serious about trying to, I don't know, I guess become
they're trying to kind of push the game on YouTube. But the thing is, what Marty said, that they're liking more their native content, not the shared one. Even if you do share, let's say I noticed to share a YouTube video, it's better to share a picture of something and then include a link in the description of the picture. That will get more traction than if you share a link. Like a link is not going to get anything.
Well, I guess they're trying to buy videos, like have them uploaded to their platform.
Yeah, I don't know. I would try it probably. If I would be a creator, I would try. The thing is, they haven't made it available, this new platform in Canada.
Oh, really? See, and I heard that right now they're just, these were people that had like over 20,000 subscribers and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I was looking forward to actually try it out. Like when they started their video platform for creators, I thought, oh, well, you know, let's try it out. But it's not available in Canada. Still is not.
I wonder why that is.
Well, I don't know. I say it's a discrimination because by the time they finally are going to load it up or full blast, the US and iOS, especially users, because that's how they started, are going to have so much more boost up. Like, you know, they already are going for months now and gaining views and gaining, you know, followers.
Saturated market.
Exactly. That's not fair. Like, it's not fair. You can't do that. So they're going to have thousands of subscribers. Well, now the rest of the world is going to start to catch up. I don't know. So, yeah, not available. I would love to. I was looking forward to it. Yeah, first they went to iOS, and I thought, okay, well, I use Android, so I thought, well, okay, I'll wait. You know, they're just trying it out. But then when they completely put it to US, I'm like, not fair. So I don't like it even more. I actually backed off of Facebook a lot. I do post still some stuff on the personal page, like for my, you know, family and stuff, and on business page every so often. But I don't really, like, I'm not active on it at all. I don't really read anything too much since like last Christmas, because I found it was getting too much into like useless stuff, and like, except for looking at pictures of relatives, other than that, I don't really find it. And the new generation is not really into it as much. I see like the 11, 12-year-olds now, they don't care. Like my son, he has a profile there, but it's mostly to talk with his grandmother. He doesn't post anything. He doesn't care like what's going on. Our 21-year-old, like, he does sometimes post his political views, you know, but really he's not active on it either. So I think Facebook really is like kind of like our generation stuff. But
like some people in here are saying it's going the way of MySpace.
Right. Yes. I think exactly that's what's going to happen. So I don't know. Yeah. They're trying to revamp with the videos. I don't know how it's going to happen. If they do buy those creators, as you're saying, and they do, maybe, but I don't think it's going to be happening. Really.
I think they're too slow to jump on.
I think so too.
Well, they own Instagram too, so they were trying with the videos on Instagram, and that didn't. I don't think that went over well.
That's not really working either because you can't search for content. You only can search for the creator. So let's say if you want to have videos about, I don't know, pets, well, you can't search it. You need to know who is posting it in order to find it, which is so ridiculous.
I miss everybody's videos. Like, I don't, because they're not shown on the front page like YouTube does. So I miss it all too, you know. I only see the pictures.
So lots of people are asking, like, why would you even put videos onto Facebook, and how can you translate them to YouTube? Which, like I said, if you're just posting a YouTube link, it's not going to translate to YouTube Action because they're going to bury it because they don't want you to leave the platform. But somebody I saw was doing like trailer videos for their YouTube videos. So they would do like a little 15, 20-second trailer video. And if you wanted to finish watching the rest of that video, then you'd be more enticed to go over to YouTube. So that's I tried that on a couple.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the thing is, Facebook and this new platform, they are monetizing those videos. So they're kind of trying to do the same thing as they are doing in YouTube, but with better terms, apparently. So is it
just not in Canada?
Well, yeah, just not in Canada, exactly. So that's what would be the whole purpose. They are trying to create, by buying this content, the whole kind of like a base library of videos. But then the question rises, if you are that creator on YouTube, it's against the rules. Then you would have to take out that content basically from your channel in order for it to be native somewhere else, you know. So they're trying to buy creators basically. I don't know. I don't really think it's going to work out.
Right. They're definitely trying to buy them, but I agree with some of what they were saying in the chat that I think it's a strong place. There's a lot of people that are on there, but definitely not for videos, not a video platform.
No.
You know.
No, definitely. And IGTV, I don't know. I like Instagram because it is really the only bigger platform for visual, for pictures, especially like for products that are visual, for photography. I mean, you know, like I loved it the minute I jumped on it because I don't have to read all the ridiculous posts that are on Facebook. I can just scroll through the pictures and like them or comment, you know. And because I like photography, that's what I like about Instagram. And not necessarily the video part, not for now at least. So see where it goes.
Yeah, it's funny because I love going on Instagram and looking at the pictures because I love looking at pictures, but I get lazy trying to post the picture and everything. I don't know why, and putting the content on there and stuff. I was really good recently on our trip because we had a trip and we had a lot of pictures, but I feel like I don't know why I feel like I normally don't have a lot of pictures. You know, I would always videotape, but it's funny, on our last vacation I took, I kept thinking I was videotaping, and then I found out I wasn't videotaping.
Oh, so no.
I know. So my videos are like mostly my daughter's pictures because she's the one that likes to take a lot of pictures.
Yeah, wow. Me and my husband split duties. I do video, he does photos, so then we've got both of the things.
Yeah. I better go. They ordered pizza, and the pizza came.
Oh, my goodness. Can I have a piece?
I know. We were supposed to go out to dinner, but like I said, we were like all icky from today. But thanks so much for inviting me, Marty. I really enjoyed getting to know you guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
On this level. And thank you, everybody in the chat. And you guys have a wonderful night.
Enjoy your pizza.
Thanks. I will. We got to do this again. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye. How are you doing, Ksenjia? How's your voice?
Yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna go and get some tea in a minute, but I can stay till past. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, 10 more minutes.
Yeah. I seen Heavy Metal was saying that they are transferring. I'm trying to unplug the battery and see.
Yeah, he said he's had nothing but positive subs and views from Facebook. So I asked him to share.
No, he's going to get some to drink. So how do you do that, Heavy Metal? How do you do that? Do you have a dedicated page for it? Because I could do that on my personal page, but I don't feel like spamming friends and family. Sometimes I do, but very rarely. The business page, it has some traction, but I don't know. Not the links. only if I post a picture with the link, which I guess I'm sometimes too lazy to do. By the way, these are my pictures of my desserts. Did you see that? My pictures of my desserts. There.
Those look good. Making me hungry.
Yes, I'm trying to warm up a cup of coffee, so don't mind me here. I'm just bringing you with me.
You're better than me. I'm just fruit flies out of my wine. I have such bad fruit flies in here from peeling all those apples.
Oh my God, I don't know how your hands are not aching in all the places from cutting all that.
They're fine, but my nails are disgusting. I'm not even going to show you guys my hands.
You know, you inspired me to do nails. I did yesterday, although I washed dishes and it's completely impossible to keep them anything. But I actually put some nail polish on them, which I think they haven't seen it for like a year at least, because I usually don't. Because I wash dishes, just all peels off again. Okay. Coffee is still hot, by the way, so I won't even. I guess I have to get a cup for Andrew. So, what is your next video about?
I'm gonna do one on that trip that Anya and I took today to Galaxyland.
How did that go? Tell us about it.
It was so fun. So Anya, for those of you in the chat, Anya, I'm gonna say her name wrong. Teak.
I just say tech, although it's not true.
Yeah. She's German, so however you pronounce that German spelling. Anyways, she lives in Edmonton, which is 2 hours from me. So we decided to meet today. So I drove up to her place, and she does like tarot card readings and
her streams are amazing.
Yeah, so she read my cards, and then we did kind of a spoof video about her reading my cards and going on an adventure. And then we went to Galaxyland.
Cool. Can you give us a little look into the tarot card reading without bringing out everything?
Well, we did a spoof one. So the spoof one was like, I see adventure in your future with a guardian to guide you, and so that was her going with me to Galaxyland.
But did you do the actual one?
She did a real one, yeah. So she accurately predicted that I had some conflict with another person in the past, but it was over and done with. And it finished, the conflict finished because I had started my family, which is true. So that's cool.
Wow, it's interesting.
And then she said I had conflict coming up in the future. So,
oh, no.
But she said that it wasn't bad and I would overcome because I had like a burning rod of fire.
Wow.
Smack them down with my burning rod of fire. So,
does she do like online readings as well?
She says she doesn't really like to do it.
Okay.
Not that she doesn't enjoy doing the readings. She doesn't like when other people who read cards come and watch and try to interpret it their way. So she we'd rather do it in person. But.
Right. I get it. Okay. Yeah, interesting. I always was interested in tarot cards, but I never have really done them. Yeah. Although it's interesting. I thought of something. I have these cards. They're not tarot cards, but something similar that my mom drew a long time ago. And they kind of are the same idea. They predict stuff. And it actually has been really, really true. Now let me go to the kitchen because Andrew is going to look at me with a weird eye. He doesn't believe in all this stuff. Okay, now I'm going to sit down so you guys stop seeing me moving. Okay, so see, this is this old notebook.
Your mom drew these.
Yeah, and my mom, I'll show you how it looks like. And basically, and I haven't touched it, like done these forever. These are old. See, like it has, every card has 4 half pictures. And you basically lay them out and find the ones that are the full picture, right? Like this is not, and I won't be able to find it now probably. But you find the ones that make a full picture and you turn it together and make full picture. And then you read your reading. Look, let's say there are 2 cards here. See, like if they would be laid down. Well, this makes
a rainbow.
Yeah, or a cup, see? So then depending on if it is vertical or to one side or down or like 4 different ways, it has different numbers. And then you read your description in the book that she has in a notebook.
Okay.
Yeah. And it actually, I can tell you, it has always been really, really predictive, not only to us, but to all the friends that she's been doing through years and everything. And I still have them. I haven't used them now for a while, but they're all hand drawn, see?
That is so creative.
Yeah, and I forget now if she drew it from something that was like that, or I really forget the beginning of this. But she had it since she was like in a nursing school in her 20s. And it's a lot of energy going through that. But yeah, so it's kind of like that. But
that's something sentimental that you should always keep, because that's really cool.
Yeah, and I am, yes. But yeah, so talking about cards, because I always was really interested in all that. But.
Yeah, I have a deck. I used to read them. I used to be really into that all of that stuff. But my husband as well, he doesn't believe in it. He thinks it's kind of silly when I express interest in it. So
yeah, well, the same here. I'm going to be on a Panic D as a guest next week, and it's only me because Andrew doesn't believe.
Oh, really? He won't even go on with you?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he's gonna come on. But the whole point is that I'm gonna share my paranormal experiences, so to say, and yeah, I am afraid he's gonna look at me with a weird eye because he doesn't believe in all that stuff.
Well, you don't have to believe, but not everything can be explained. So.
Oh, there is Anya. Anya, have you seen?
There she is.
Oh my God, we just were talking about you.
We were just talking about you, and how you were doing my reading today.
Yes, and I was showing. I'm going to show again because I wanted her to see it. See, I was showing my mom's cards that she drew when she was like in her 20s, which was like 40 years ago. And they are kind of like the idea of tarot cards, but in a little bit different way. And they're all hand drawn. See, and maybe I should do sometimes some kind of online thing with it. I don't know. Never thought about it. Not today, Grandma, but maybe. So yeah, this is interesting. So we were talking about your trip today. I'm so looking forward to the videos. Are you both guys posting like 2 different videos?
No, I think we're just gonna do the one. Anya sent me all her footage, and she didn't want me to film her reading of my cards, so I think we'll just do the one video. But
okay,
it's funny because they wouldn't let me wear my GoPro on the roller coaster, and I had all these plans to have like video of us screaming our heads off, because boy did we scream. We were the loudest people in the whole amusement park. They wouldn't let me use my GoPro, so it's not going to be quite the video that I had envisioned.
Wow, yeah, I see so many like pictures and videos of people doing cell phones mainly though, and then they keep flying away. But did they just told you to put it away, or? Yeah,
I had it all strapped on. It was all secure. There's no way it would have flown off. But he's like, no, you can't film the rides. So.
Wow. That's interesting.
I was a little disappointed.
Wow.
You can walk under the roller coaster because there's 3 loops, and they have like a bridge that goes right through them.
Yeah.
So you can walk and stand on the bridge, and the roller coasters like literally loop around you while you're standing on this bridge. So we took video from there, which was cool.
Oh, that's cool. I'm really looking forward to that. And when are you putting that up, do you think?
My goal was tomorrow, but it's probably too late now. So probably Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, sorry for keeping you up now.
No. I wanted to be on.
Mess with your plans. And Grandma is saying to read the cards live on wine night stream. Well, maybe I'll think about it. Yeah, I completely forgot about them actually. Only remembered when we talked about Anya. So there you go. Yeah, I like amusement parks, but sometimes I'm really terrified. Like here we have La Ronde in Montreal, and
Andrew, the first time I went to it, Andrew took me to the very first ride, was the most scariest one. Like it's the highest and the fastest one. So instead of slowly guiding me into this world of amusement parks, right? Because I've never been to the bigger ones before, he right away put me on the most riskiest one. And I literally thought that I'm gonna die. Like I first screamed probably for 3 seconds, and then the rest of the time I was so mortified that I couldn't even scream. Like I couldn't even get a sound of my mouth. That's how horrified I was. I never even thought I would be so horrified. I thought I'm gonna die. Like the speed of it and the way it was going, I thought there's no way. Like I was terrified. And then the other ones, like afterwards, there's some standing ones and stuff I actually like. But that one, I went to the second time, and I know I'm never going to go, because now even talking about it, I start feeling like that anxiety. It was like, oh my God, because I couldn't even scream. I was so terrified.
That's, we went just at West Edmonton Mall, they have the World Water Park too, and they have this one water slide where you're standing on a platform, and the platform just drops from under you, and you just shoot down the water slide. And I remember I couldn't scream. It just sucked all my breath out.
Oh my God.
Horrible.
Oh my God. Yeah, Grandma, I did it again, but then it was kind of the same experience. So no, I'm not doing that one. There's a standing one. I didn't forget the names of it, but there's a standing one, which actually you would think would be harder, but I actually enjoyed it. So that one I do quite often when we go. But yeah, I don't know, not too much of a fan. Our daughter, the 7-year-old, she just is so excited. 11-year-old too, like all the kids, and especially the 7-year-old. She just surprises me because she just loves the speed, the height, everything. No fear. Whatsoever. Does your kids like amusement parks?
Yeah, we took them to Callaway Park last month, and they really enjoyed the rides.
Yeah. Yeah, and see, I think they either like it or don't right from the beginning.
Yeah, Abby is more of a daredevil than Parker. Parker's a bit of a baby, but he still liked the rides, but he needed to sit beside me, whereas Abby was like ready to go on all of them by herself.
Yeah, no, well, they're still little, so.
Yeah, only 3.
Okay, well, I said I'm gonna stay till 30, 32, so I think I should let you go.
I feel like you're gonna lose your voice.
Yeah, I could probably stay up, but my voice has been talking since 7 o'clock. So yes, definitely. I don't know. I got to think about something what to do, because this is starting to become a problem. The more we do these shout outs, the earlier I start to lose the voice. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but I really enjoyed the live stream. We should do more of this.
It's fun, yeah. We should do it again. We'll just make Joey put the kids to bed and.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely we should do that. So message me, tell me.
Yes, we've got some ladies in here that want to do YouTube social hour. So
there you go. I like that. Who said that?
We've got No Salt BP, Grandma Lolly, Anya, and was that it, ladies, that wanted to do social hour?
So that's a great title of it.
Yeah, I like it.
YouTube social hour. Perfect. I love it. Well, let's see the next one.
Right.
Thank you so much for having me on your channel.
Thanks for coming. Happy Tie Day.
Yes, and enjoy your long weekend.
Yes, you too. Get some rest.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. And good night, everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming. We'll see you again on YouTube Social Hour.